911 is a system that we implemented that is proven in the US to work. And we took it on and put it into the Cayman Islands, which is a British dependent territory. And because of the way emergency personnel here work, it's slightly different than the US. For example, the police service. So we had to mold it somewhat to fit into that and ensure that it worked smoothly. So some tweaks were made once it came into place. The role of 911 is to serve as the link between the public and the emergency service personnel. Basically, we are the core of communications that connect any member of the public in the event of an emergency. When someone calls 911, a dispatcher answers the call.
911, where's your emergency?
At that point, we start gathering information.
Okay, is she on the floor right now? Okay, what is she doing?
The key thing that I would like to emphasize for the public is to understand every call we get, we start on a blank page. So therefore, it is imperative and very important that they tell us what is happening, where it's happening, whether there's any weapons involved, and so forth, so that we may gather that information and dispatch the appropriate unit and or provide any sort of life-saving instructions to that person.
Okay. All right, just continue to monitor her for me, okay? I will stay on the line until the ambulance gets there. If she stops breathing, if she goes unconscious, you need to let me know, okay? Okay. What's her name? Do you know her name?
Unfortunately, in the rainy season, hurricane season, when it's flooding and stuff, we get an influx in motor vehicle accidents. We get an influx over the summertime when we have a lot of visiting children from neighboring Caribbean countries that are not familiar with the 911 system. They try to play prank calls, and we have to adapt to that.
Hello, 911.
When you get a chance, just come and get that vehicle washed for me, okay?
Hello, are you playing with the phone?
As we're dealing with emergencies, we still have to be able to answer every call that comes in, whether it's another emergency or not. And frequently that means we're put in a situation where we're having to place one emergency call on hold in order to answer another call, which may be not an emergency at all, or it may be a prank call. That's slowing down our ability to help with real emergencies that are happening that we should be able to focus our efforts on.
Hello, can you tell a grown-up that 911 wants to talk to them?
If they're calling about a real, genuine emergency, they need help and they need help now. And that can make people feel nervous or anxious or excited. We have to be able to calm them down as we're gathering the information that's needed in order to be able to get the help on the way. If you're looking for advice from a police officer on a general matter or an ongoing situation, you may be able to contact the police station directly. If you're looking for general medical advice, making an appointment with your doctor or making a visit to one of the health clinics is a better way to address your concerns.
Over the years, we have mainly concentrated on emergency calls. However, we are now being bombarded with a multitude of calls that aren't necessary.
Well, you should call if it's an imminent danger to life or property. If something is happening and you're really not sure if it's best dealt by 911 or by going directly to the police station or the hospital, you can call and ask us, but you shouldn't call if it's something that truly is not an emergency. You can help us by being sure that your calls are for genuine emergencies, that when you do call that you stay on the line, you answer the operator's questions. Also be sure that you're doing things to prevent calling 911 by accident, like keeping your cell phone's pad locked, keeping it out of reach of very small children.